The good folks over at Bandai Namco invited me over for a special hands-on preview of My Hero Academia All's Justice. In today's video, we're going to be diving into the story mode, trying out some of the gameplay for the very first time, and witnessing a cinematic cutscene based on the manga and anime. Alright, what is up? This is SLOplays, and ladies and gentlemen, we are finally here to try out My Hero Academia All's Justice for the very first time. I'm so excited to be jumping into this game, and again, a massive shout out to Bandai Namco for inviting me over to actually play this early. The experience was absolutely amazing, but I will have to say I am bad at this game. This is my first time ever playing one of the My Hero Academia games, at least on the console. So I didn't really know what to do. We didn't have a lot of time to mess around with the controls. We kind of just jumped straight into it, and it was all raw gameplay. And, you know, it was more of a learning experience, kind of like, you know, just trying out the controls and overall stuff. So I die a lot, okay? I'm going to cut out most of the parts where I die. So enough of my yapping. Let's jump straight into one of the cutscenes, and we'll jump into the gameplay and see how this goes.
How very hero-like of you! You hoped to choose how you'd leave this world, but you failed again. You've played every last card you had. That's the face I've been waiting for! You at your lowest! Please, someone, anyone, save him! With his clenched fist and his bated breath, his prayers were answered.
So this isn't when it was supposed to happen. Night Eye.
No, All Might. This is it. This is the moment I saw your dream die. But it would seem as though your fate has been rewritten. Although, I suppose in a sense your dream did die here. But your promise is intact.
Guess this is the part of the story where the old master passes the torch and can finally die.
I'm afraid you've read too many comics, my dear friend. Well, it is true you're only human. You always seem to find a way.
Time to win! Failing to finish off All Might, All for One became blinded with anger and panic as nothing seemed to go his way. Bakugo then charged behind him at a speed that he couldn't ignore, his spirit reminding him of someone.
Alright guys, here we are, battle start with my boy Katsuki Bakugo. That is right, we get to use him for our very first match here, and this is like take 37,000, bro. I was getting my ass beat. It was humiliating, and it's mainly because I didn't know how to activate Rising until like 2 hours into actually playing the game. I think it was like R3 or L3 that you had to click on there, but after playing it for like, you know, 3 or 4 times, I finally got a grasp of controls, what the best combos were, what the best techniques were. He's got those little tiny like cluster bombs and everything, but All for One, his rewind form is ridiculous. It's absurd. His range is out of this world, and if you're not just like relentlessly on his ass, like attacking him, you will get eaten alive. Like he is a terrifying boss, and it's funny because like when we're first playing this, this is the first match is like the very end of the game. So that's the craziest thing. So that's why I was like getting absolutely wrecked. But I did get my Plus Ultra activated. He's got his crazy like machine gun cannon, and then he's got the spiral attack, the howitzer or burst or whatever it was called. Yeah, as you can see, I'm doing pretty good right now because this is, you know, the final take where I actually won the match. Spoilers, right? But the problem is I couldn't get this last chunk of health, bro. He had just a sliver of health, and I was struggling because look at all these attacks, his range, and just almost like the AoE of it is ridiculous, man. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I will say, gameplay-wise, if you're not into that like much floatier, you know, in the air type of combat, this probably isn't the game for you. But if you like it and you play the previous games, this is right up your alley. I feel like it's better than the previous games in terms of the gameplay. But we beat him. Let's get into the next scene.
All for One recalls his battles with One for All. He wagers everything on one final attack, despite the ramifications Rewind might have. At the same time, Bakugo charges at him, giving this fight everything he has.
All right, progressing to round 2, we have a second part to this battle versus All for One in his like childlike rewound state. You automatically get to be in rising mode, which is good for me because, again, I didn't know how to activate it at the time. But, man, I'm fast as hell, bro. I'm fast as fuck, boy. Like, this is awesome, man. Whenever you activate it with Bakugo, he is just a beast. He's an absolute monster, and he just blows everything up. But, I mean, it doesn't last too long. It's very quick, especially with me just going insanely crazy with the controls. Like I was just doing everything, bro. Anything and everything I possibly could, because I told you, you can't like move for a second without blasting his ass to oblivion. Like you have to constantly be attacking him. And one of the things you got to watch out for are the counters. If they counter your ass, bro, they're taking all your health. Like you don't want to do that. All right, you don't want to even see it. You don't want to mess with it. It's demoralizing, and it makes me want to cry just thinking about how many times I would get counter and just lose all that progress I did. Like I would get so close to beating him, and then he would just destroy me. But again, if I knew how to activate the rising, I probably would have beat this way quicker. And a lot of the other matches and gameplay that I've done later on, you know, until I finally figured it out. But I was cooking right here, bro. I was going for the combos. I went for my own counter crash, and I beat his ass, bro. I was so tired of him winning against me. I was just shooting these uppercut little cluster bursts and everything, and then we have these little bombs here and there, and I was victorious, and I was so happy, and it was so satisfying whenever you beat a hard, difficult boss like this, because he is, you know, Bakugo's boss.
Young Bakugo!
Please, just blow the hell up! Explode! How can this be? The boy didn't try to burn it dead just now. I shot off a bunch of explosive sweat, coated in normal sweat, hoping something you did would cause him to detonate on delay. I get major points for intuition, huh? I only need one cork to beat you! Get wrecked! No! This is my story! You're just an extra! Nobody! Enough already! It's our story! I never could have hoped to beat that guy, at least not alone. Damn it. I wanted to do the All Might victory pose. Go get him, Deku.
Dude, those CGI cutscenes were like Xenoverse 2 level, maybe even better. Oh my god, why did Viking cook so hard with that? And just seeing how smooth the animation was and just the explosions that Bakugo let off, man, this is what I was waiting for in a My Hero Academia game. And it was, you know, pretty satisfying beating his ass in the actual gameplay, but seeing him do it in the cutscene itself just is the cherry on top, bro. This game is so cool, man. I cannot wait to actually play everything full on, see every single cutscene. I'm just curious to see how crazy they got with it. Like, there had to have been only a few of these. Like, I doubt there was more, but that was the most that I was able to play for the story mode. I have tons of other gameplay for you guys in regards to versus battle and other extra cool modes that you want to see. So be sure to drop a like, subscribe here on the channel, ring my notification bell, and hit up the high points, guys. If we could reach over 1,000 likes in the first 24 hours, I will drop another video showcasing more.
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.